What's going on YouTube? It's your boy FritzGotViSionz. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Rell movie that just dropped. I believe it was about 3 hours ago. I'm just going to be telling you guys, kind of give a quick summary because there is about like an hour worth of footage to go over. Yeah, if you guys are new, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And let's get to this, man. Rell is finally coming very soon. So we'll talk about release date, talk about the progression stuff that they have in their game. We'll talk about obviously hockey and the little tiny little different things that I noticed that are just going to make the game. And like honestly, probably if I had to say, it's definitely the most unique. But yeah, let's get to this video. So guys, so we're gonna start because they just told us the release date part of the video of the movie. The game is expected to release, but they confirmed that it's going to be releasing in December. December is when it's gonna release. Definitely the best time. A lot of games are gonna be coming in December. It's usually the best time to release a game if it's not during the summer. Definitely should be during December. But for closed community, for the people who I believe have Patreon or were chosen for tester or any other ways you were able to get tester early access compared to everybody else, it's gonna be in October. So that's gonna be very cool. Not much time left as we're already in August. This is gonna be insane for a lot of people. People will be able to make videos and you guys will be able to see a lot of things. Hopefully the people who are doing close community are gonna be catching bugs and actually reporting it very quickly so that we can have a much better game in December. Not a specific date, but we know the month. When you first get into the game, they have this weird cutscene thing. I can't really say if this is after you finish creating your character and you press set sail and you get into the game. Cutscene plays out and then all the different things, because when he came out of the cage, he had pretty much his outfit and a cape and stuff like that. I don't think you would get. So it felt like, unless because he was dev, he was able to give himself that stuff early on. There was just a lot of things that didn't really make sense. It felt like an early game kind of thing, or maybe it was just like a different part of the story. But that was a really cool thing because it was very interactive. The way they have bosses set up is really nice. The fact that we already know the release date just makes things a lot better. The combat for the game, I'm not going to lie to you guys, no glaze, but I don't know if you've seen some Holy War X type of the combat, but it looks very similar. The way you can pretty much follow the person into the air and stuff like that. I'll have everything playing as I'm talking so you guys can go over everything. It's just a very interactive type of combat. They did mention that they removed kind of like the way keyframes in the M1s for the animations, so you can pretty much decide if you want to have fast M1s or if you want to make a fully like slower type of M1 where you just give yourself time and do that on your own. This is good, right? For the people who want to try to catch a person off guard so they can't time the parries, it's really cool. They have different like things into the game that doesn't make sense. Like it's just like, it's weird. Like I'll talk about the hockey later, but the way they have that, you can basically, your weapon, if you equip a weapon with something else, it changes kind of your skills at the bottom of the screen. So everyone will have very different type of builds, right? Obviously stats being a thing, progression is different, right? They even have, I believe they had over 20 to even 50 different factions into the game, and depending on how you react to what's going on in the events in the game, so whether it's like two factions fighting, if you decide to stay neutral or you decide to join one of them, will impact your progression. That's a really cool thing that they have. I feel like being neutral is probably, could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, but I don't think you should want to be neutral, because if you think about it, imagine if Luffy decided he was just not gonna fight Kaido. We don't get a gear 5, we don't get improved hockey that he gets, so a lot of things changes, right? So it could be a bad thing and a good thing, but then I'm thinking, does that mean that if you decide to go neutral the whole game, you're gonna be weaker than a person who decides to just fight every single person and wins? Maybe, we don't know. I can't say until I really get into the game and test it out myself. That was just a really cool thing, how like different, even like you fishing, even though if you fish and you catch certain things, everything you do in the game impacts some sort of progression for you. I don't know if they mean that the progression is like the more points you get, or if it's like a mastery system, or if it's you get just more XP compared to a person who just decides to stay neutral. That was one thing. The combat for the bosses, they did mention that they were gonna have a auto tracking kind of different for the smaller bosses and the bigger bosses, because right now they have it really for the bigger bosses. So that was really cool. Of something that they added. They had a change of the UI. Fishing was different, and a lot of things were very nice. But my only issue is the game feels very strong for PC players. I don't know how the game will feel for a mobile player who is gonna be struggling with a lot of different combats. Let's leave it to Rell. I'm sure they have an idea for this. I don't think console will have much of an issue. I feel like console and PC are gonna be kind of good. It's really mobile that I'm really worried for. Now there's some insane mobile players, but with the way the combat is and how your left click is one thing, your right click is another thing. You have all bunch of different buttons that you can do. It's insane. It's insane. I know you guys have been waiting for the really main thing, which is hockey, which I'm not gonna lie, coolest thing I've ever seen so far. And I'm sure there's gonna be games that are gonna take that idea and bring it into their game. Somebody might make it better in the future, but right now they have different posters, which are like kind of like badges kind of thing. And you can make yourself a full observation type of player, right? Like you have the best observation in the game, or you can make yourself balanced, right? You can have a strong hockey. Like the hockey is very different because you have already the name of the hockey is based off apparently geniuses or something like that. But some people's name came, like I would understand, some people's name I don't know. So maybe it's just I'm really bad with history. There's some observation hockey like perks where you get a lot of dodges and they look really cool. They have a whole different thing. There's certain evasive that turns into a hockey punch. There's certain you can improve all of those different things, and it's really cool how they have it because that means everybody's gonna have a different build. And I hope that we don't get to a point where there's a specific build that's the most overpowered, because then that will really annoy me. So I hopefully they make it that it's very balanced and everything can be overpowered. But the hockey, the Conqueror's hockey is insane. You can have Wi-Fi hockey. I don't know yet if you can control where it goes, like Shanks. It's insane. It's cool how it just goes forward. It literally removes your zone. Like if you're in transformation and then you get hit by that, you go back to your completely knocked out, straight to the ground. And it's insane. Because now it's just like, I'm not gonna lie, and they even said it themselves, hockey is the strongest thing in the game. If you don't have hockey, you are going to get beat by a person that has hockey. Doesn't matter what fruit you have, which I've seen, because I don't care if you're on your dragon form, I hit you with the Wi-Fi hockey, you're out of your form, you're knocked. Really strong. I love that. But if you're a fruit user and you have hockey, now it's just a whole different game. Now it's just not even fair. You know what I mean? This could be cool. I don't know yet if they have hockey clashes. I didn't see hockey clash, but if there's one game I know that could make it really good, it's definitely this game. And hopefully we do get hockey clashes, because bro, it's in the show. It should be in the game. If there's a game that's gonna do it good, it needs to be this game. That's pretty cool. That was one thing I wanted to talk about. And let me know if I missed anything, but I really said the really things that really stood out to me and I was really excited for. But I'm very excited for this game. I don't know about you guys, I'm very hyped. I love ice and swords, so I'm definitely gonna try to go for like Aokiji with Shanks, like a Shanks Aokiji. If I can do it, that'd be the best thing for me. If I can make that happen, I'm super happy. But let me know what you guys are excited for in the comments down below. It was really sick. Finally have some content other than typesoul. I've been doing typesoul for the longest time. Yeah, let's talk about it. And I have different type of videos ready for you guys, so let's talk about it. Love you all. Peace.